Hello, my name is Gaurav Sharma and I'm a partner technical consultant with Microsoft. Today we will talk about site loading Windows Store applications, what is it and how to implement the same.
So what is side loading of applications? A great thing about Windows Store apps is that they are super simple to install and also to uninstall. But you probably do not want to publish an application through the Windows Store because you may not want them to be publicly available. So you can instead sideload such applications. So sideloading simply means installing a Windows Store application without publishing and downloading it from the store. There is some mythology around sideloading applications, possibly because many IT pros have yet to experience it firsthand. But in reality, the process is really simple. It is nothing more difficult than running a few commands in Windows PowerShell.
So what are those scenarios which are suitable for side loading of Windows Store applications? If you have applications that you want to use only within your enterprise on your own managed Windows devices, you can sideload them. When you have applications that are not to be certified by or installed through the Windows Store, or if you have requirements wherein you want to provision your application for all users or to individual user on a Windows device. In all of these scenarios, you can use sideloading of your Windows Store applications. We have certain requirements which the systems must meet if they want to include sideloading of applications. So what are the requirements? First of all, the computer running the application must be Windows 8 Enterprise and joined to the domain. In such a case, you'll have to enable the group policy setting, which is allow all trusted apps to install. Also, the application must be signed by a certificate that is chained to a trusted root certificate. And if you have a scenario wherein you do not have a domain, for all non-domain joined machines, such as those running Windows RT or Windows Pro, for them you need a side-loading product key. So let's look at what all steps we need to take to implement side-loading of applications. So if you want to create a test environment to implement side-loading of applications, here are the steps you need to take. Set up the virtual machines. We need at least two virtual machines. One machine will be a domain controller. The other machine will be a Windows 8 enterprise machine on which the application will be hosted. The second step would be to create a Windows Store application, install the root certificate, and then sideload the application for either a single user or for all the users. These are the steps you need to take for a domain joined machine. And if you have a non-domain joined machine like a Windows RT, Windows Pro, you will have to use a side loading product key.
So let's look at the first step, setting up the virtual machines. To experience sideloading for yourself, you'll need first of all a client computer running Windows 8 Enterprise. You must join the same to the domain. Make sure you install Windows 8 Enterprise on the client as this is required for sideloading. The second machine which you will need is a domain controller. Joining a computer that is running Windows 8 Enterprise to an Active Directory domain services automatically enables sideloading, and that is why you need a domain controller. The next step will be to create a Windows Store application. For this you can download and install Visual Studio Express 2012 for Windows on a third computer and get a Windows 8 dev license. Then you can create an HTML JavaScript application from the available templates in Visual Studio Express. Create an app package and copy the app package to the VM which is running Windows 8 Enterprise. To create an app package, right click the application, go to store, go to create app packages. Now in this wizard you get two options, whether you want to build a package to upload to the Windows Store. We are not deploying the application to Windows Store here, so we will click on no. Now this is the screen to select and configure packages. So you can set the output location of the package, and you can choose which architecture you want for the application, whether it's on x86, 64, ARM, or neutral. Now you need to install the root certificate. In an actual real world scenario, if you were deploying an application, the developer would sign it with a certificate that is chained to a trusted root certificate. But for testing purpose, you could also use a self-signed certificate. Install the root certificate on the client VM. And finally, to sideload the app for a single user, log into the Contoso PC machine using the user account. At the Windows PowerShell prompt, run the import module command with the address of this package, and finally launch the application from the start screen. In order to sideload the application for all users on a machine, you will need a command line tool called DISM, which is Deployment Image Servicing and Management Tool. You can use this tool to service a Windows image online or offline. You can use DISM to provision a Windows Store app in an online Windows image for all the users who share the computer. So you can just uninstall the app created in the last step, log on to the Contoso PC using account with the administrator rights, and at the Windows PowerShell prompt you can run DISM with the appropriate parameters. To test this, you need to log on to the computer using one of the accounts available. You cannot run the app by using the built-in or domain administrator account. Since DISM is used to provision the app in the image, it is available to all of the accounts. For the bring your own device BYOD scenarios, like using Windows RT devices or Windows 8 Pro devices, wherein it is not joined to the domain, the process is a little different. You'll have to install and activate a site loading product key, which you can get from the volume licensing, and follow the process to sideload the application. As you can see in the table, for different type of devices, whether it's RT, Pro, or an enterprise, when the machine is not domain joined, you need to have a side loading product key. With that, we come to the end of the discussion today. I hope you enjoyed the session. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.